What is going on, guys, and welcome back to some XDEFIANT. So with the release of Season 2, we also got a brand new feature allowing us to have 10 extra class setups made specifically for ranked mode. Now, I've been wanting to try out ranked again in Season 2, so I recently set up all my classes for it, and I figured might as well make a video covering every single one of them. So for today's video, we're going to do exactly that. And just to preface before we do get into the first build, these classes once again are made specifically for ranked and to my liking. So you can go ahead and use them in pubs and obviously in ranked, but there might be an attachment or two you might want to change to your liking. Definitely let me know down in the comments which one of these classes you guys enjoy the most, and let's get straight into it. Alright, and first things first, we have our slow ACR build. This is the current attachment setup I've been using. This combination of attachments I use on a large majority of assault rifles. The chrome line barrel is super light, quick draw, and the lightweight stock. They mesh super well together. I did say that this is a little bit of a slower ACR build, but honestly, it's really not too slow. It just has base speed. Obviously, with the chrome line barrel, you do get that hit to the movement speed, but with the super light front rail and the lightweight stock, you get that back completely. I know a lot of people don't like the chrome line barrel, especially on the assault rifles, but I'm telling you guys right now, they really do shine on these classes. But specifically with the ACR, you guys know if you use this gun, it's insane. The recoil is pretty much non-existent, so having a chrome line barrel, you can seriously hit people from anywhere across the map. Moving on to our secondary, we actually use the sawed-off shotgun. You guys will see a large majority of our classes we actually use the sawed-off shotgun. Besides our SMGs, we'll get to that, but I do prefer the 93R just for a little bit more range. But if you guys saw my tier list video, you guys know how highly I rate the sawed-off shotgun. This thing is a serious beast at close range, and to finish off kills, it's super useful. Just for the attachments, you only get one. I like to use the leather wrapped. I don't really feel a need in any other one. It just gives you some more straight speed. Might as well use that. And then when it comes to devices, these are also super important when it comes to ranked and really underused. Make sure to be using frag grenades and Semtexes. Frag grenades especially are super powerful in this game. Not enough people use them. At the higher ranks, you'll definitely see them, and they'll surprise you because some of these guys are seriously Kobe Bryant out here. You guys will see though, we use frag grenades on pretty much all our long range builds. AKs, ACR, LVAOC, and then when it comes to some SMG classes and our faster assault rifle classes, that's where I take out the sticky grenade just because it is way faster to use. It still does damage, and throwing it down on your feet when someone's chasing you is always super useful. Moving on to our next ACR build, this guy is a lot faster. First off, we got the lightweight barrel and the lightweight stock. This gives you a total of a 7.5% increase to your movement speed. You're flying around the map. Then I went ahead and put on the vertical front rail. This just helps out just because the lightweight barrel now gives you recoil, so having this on just negates that. And then of course we got the quick draw grip. This will just make our gun aim in a little bit faster. And then once again with the sawed-off shotgun, and like I said, with the devices on the faster builds, definitely go ahead and use a sticky grenade. But in certain situations, I would definitely recommend EMPs. They are super useful. Personally, I'm not a big fan of the other ones when it comes to proximity mines or flashbangs. Flashbangs are decent, but honestly, I'd rather have a grenade. Alright, moving on, we have the LVOC, and I'm letting you guys know right now, this gun is the one I use the most in ranked. It is insane. This one and the MDR, which we'll get to next, these guns are my go-to. I'm a big SMG player, so not being able to use an SMG on most maps, this is what I go to. And once again, as you guys can see, a super similar sight to the first ACR build. Pretty much the same thing, except we have the quick mag on instead of an optic. If you guys have used the LVOC, you know, the iron sights are pretty damn good, so no need to use it. The quick mag helps out a whole lot, and man, you are reloading super quick with this thing. And the chrome line barrel, man, I'm telling you guys, use the chrome line barrel on the LVOC. The range on this thing is insane. You are going to be mapping people from across the map with a gun that shoots like an SMG, and you can outgun ACRs. I'm telling you guys right now, this gun is legit. And from now on, unless something changes with the secondaries or devices, I'm probably not going to go over them. Moving on to our next build with the MDR, like I said, this is our second most used gun in ranked. This gun is insane. A little bit more close range, but man, don't let it fool you. This thing will still map you with no problem. Hopping into the class, this is going to be a lot different compared to what you guys are seeing on any other build when it comes to ACRs, AKs, LVAOCs, or even SMGs. First things first, gotta have the heavy barrel. Increasing that damage from 19 to 20 is a huge deal and definitely necessary. And then after that, you guys can see we get a total of 40% towards straight speed. Now you guys might be thinking, that's overkill, you're doing too much. I'm telling you guys, I'm not. This gun will not lose a 1v1 in gunfights. You do not have to jump. You do not have to jump. Just straight to the left and they're going to die. This gun is insane. Most important thing, make sure you have that heavy barrel and try to get that recoil down, and this thing is nuts. Moving on to our next class, we have our first SMG with the Vector. Hopping into the build, we have a similar story with the MDR. Once again, we're going to be using the heavy barrel on this guy. You can increase that damage from 19 to 20. Anytime you can do that on the closest damage range, I think it is super important. Honestly, on the MP7, you can use it. I have it on that class that we're going to go over, but personally, I'm not a big fan. Any other gun though, I will say the heavy barrel that will increase your damage from 19 to 20 is a must. After that, we also put on a super light front rail and a lightweight stock just to give us a nice 5% of the movement speed and also some good straight speed. And of course, gotta have a magazine on the Vector. Super important. The fast mag is what I've been going for. I have used the extended mag, but the negative to the movement speed, I just don't find it worth it. But I will say, having those 40 bullets is super nice. You go through bullets like crazy, so try both out and let me know which one you guys like the most. But definitely make sure you have one. If you want for this build, I know a lot of people don't like the iron sights, me included. You can go ahead and take the quick draw rear grip off. SMGs already aim super fast, so taking this off really isn't going to be too noticeable. And if it increases your accuracy, it's going to be worth it. Moving on to our secondary, this is where things changed a little bit. Like I said, on my SMG classes, I do prefer 93R. When it comes to class, I use the same class on every 93R build, so we'll go over the first one, and that's about it. First things first, we use the barrel extender. Might as well, I don't really see needing any other attachment in that category. Next, we've got the quick mag, leather wrap rear grip, and the lightweight stock. Get some straight speed in there. Definitely don't want any negatives to your movement, but other than that, you can go ahead and go crazy. But most important thing, do not, in any circumstances, ever, use an extended mag on your pistol. Your pistols give you the most movement speed. Do not add movement speed onto them. And then once again, we got the sticky grenade on the close range builds. Definitely want to have this, or even a flashbang if you want to try that. All right, moving on, we have our MP7 build. As you guys can see, the name of this build is Taylor Swift. The gun's overrated. I'm not a fan of the MP7. I'm a P90 guy. I'm an MP5 guy. MP7, I know it's a fan favorite, but for me, I'm not a big fan. But hopping into the class, we got the heavy barrel. Like I said earlier, heavy barrel, it's definitely useful in this build. For me though, I don't know, there's just something about it where it just doesn't feel right. I'm used to the chrome line barrel and the barrel extender, so that might just be it, but this is still a great class, so definitely try it out. Got the super light front rail, leather wrap rear grip, and the lightweight stock. Got a little bit of straight speed, a little bit of movement speed, and of course, the quick mag. If you don't want to use a heavy barrel, you can go ahead and take that off, put on a chrome line, take off the quick mag, and put on the barrel extender. Moving on to the P90, this is my favorite gun in the entire game. Man, this thing, it's insane. When it comes to the P90 and the MP5, I'm going to get to in a little bit. Once again, I do prefer the chrome line barrel and the barrel extender. These SMGs have the best range in the class, so I really like to lean into the range. These guys can seriously map people at some crazy ranges with these attachments. Along with that, if you guys can tell, I love straight speed. For this one, don't have too many options with the P90. Don't get the same options as every other class, but we make it work. Leather wrap front rail and the leather wrap rear grip. Get a nice 20% to your straight speed. And of course, we got the fast mag. You can go ahead and use the quick mag if you want, but for me, the fast mag is super useful. You're reloading super fast with this. And honestly, the ADS speed is not too noticeable. Like I said earlier, with SMGs, you already aim in super fast, so adding some negatives to your aim speed, not the biggest deal. Next up, we got the AK-47. I know this is a fan favorite of a lot of people. Like I said, the ACR and the AK, they go hand in hand. They're really the best two guns in the game. This is my go-to class for it. Once again, a very similar setup to the ACR build in the first build, except on this one, we do use the compensator. We're not able to use the vertical front rail just because we want that movement speed back that we get from the chrome line barrel. The compensator pretty much does the same thing, only a 3% difference, definitely going to be helpful. All right, getting down to our last two. First off, we get the MP5. Like I said a little bit earlier, we're using the chrome line barrel and the barrel extender. The MP5 and the P90 and the PP19 for that matter have great range. I like these attachments a whole lot on them, might as well lean into the range aspect. After that, once again, you already know what we're doing. Straight speed and movement speed. Those are my go-to. Got the leather wrap front rail, the lightweight stock, and the super light front rail. Alright, and last but not least, once S&D comes into the game, definitely make sure you have a sniper class. This is my go-to. The L115 is my favorite at sniper. I know a lot of people, they prefer the TAC 50. For me, L115, it feels a little bit smoother. It's pretty much just consistent, and man, it's a whole lot of fun. Look at this damn camo. It looks so good. When it comes to class, we get the lightweight barrel, 12x scope, extended mag, quick draw, and the padded stock. Definitely want to have the quick draw, definitely want to have the lightweight barrel. Will help you out a whole lot when it comes to aiming a little bit faster, and then the extended mag. Might not need an extended mag when it comes to rank, but for me, might as well have it. If you want, you can go ahead and put a quick mag on just for a little bit more movement speed. And then of course, I use the padded stock. The reinforced stock is nice just for the flinch control, but even with it, you're still aiming up to the sky. And that 50% to your walking speed is super useful, so I'm not going to use it. And when it comes to secondary, make sure when you have a sniper, you're always using the sawed-off shotgun. The sawed-off shotgun, in my opinion, is the best secondary when it comes to especially using a sniper. It's great for finishing off kills, and obviously when you're point blank with a sniper, it's not the greatest, so whipping that thing out, you know what I'm saying? You're good. Alright though guys, that is pretty much every single class I got for you guys. Let me know which one you guys like the most, and also, let me know which name you guys like the most. Personally, I'm leaning towards the MDR, or of course, the Diddler. My boy, shout out Diddy, and have a good night guys. I'll be back tomorrow. We got a crazy limited time mode, so check that out, and of course, have a good night. Later. That is not an intro. That is not the outro, bro. That is not the... I did not just shout out Diddy in the outro, bro. That is not fucking the outro. What the fuck? Alright, that might be in there. It might not. Who the fuck knows, but free take. Alright though guys, that is every single one of my rank loadouts. Definitely let me know which one you guys like the most, and also, let me know which name you guys like the most. Personally, I'm leaning towards the MDR, or even the P90. Really all of them are bangers. Let me know down in the comments which ones you guys like the most. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow. We got a crazy limited time mode, so keep an eye out for that. And I'll see you guys then. Peace.